Hey guys, it's the Gothic Spider-Man again, and welcome to a rather unusual video. So recently I've been going over this recurring dream that just keeps happening almost every night, so I figured, why not talk about it? Make myself look even more insane. Shut up, Trent! Alright, so let me explain how it goes. Okay, here's how it usually goes. It usually goes to like some nightmarish situation, like I'm gonna die, a loved one's gonna die, and there's nothing I can do, or something else like that. After that happens, I end up into what I call the city. It's very unusual. After like at a point where like the loved one I'm trying to help is about to die, or I'm caught by like some kind of psycho murderer and I'm about to die, for some reason, right before that, I end up in what I call the city. I don't know what the fuck it is. Jake, what are you doing? You big old... Oh, you... Alright, you wanna... Okay, fine, I'll get you up. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. So, anyway, the city, I'm not sure what it is. It's far distant from society to the point where it's like hundreds of thousands of miles up in the sky being held up by a single tower of concrete. It's like, it's not like I wouldn't say it's like an older city. It looks like it, but it's actually very modern, and in a way it's somewhat advanced. The roads look like, you know those pavements that look like they're rocks, but with cement surrounding them? That's what the roads are like, and they're only so wide for like one car to go through and some people to walk on the sides. There's no sidewalks, it's just that. And the outside of the buildings make it look, well, kind of oldish and unadvanced at the same time, but let me tell you, it's actually quite modern and advanced for its time, which is today. But before I go into more detail, let me go into an example of how I enter this place. Last night I had a dream where I thought I was being chased by a giant baby doll that wanted to eat my dick off. I'm serious about that. It wanted to bite it off. And by the time it got to me and ripped it off, I realized that wasn't me. I was watching a video of Markiplier play a game, but the thing is, he didn't say anything or have any reactions. It was just him looking at the screen. So I got up and realized, hey, my room looks really different. Yeah, it's not like this. It was like really thin. It was like a walk-in closet or anything. Only so much room for one person to walk through and out. So I wondered what the hell was going on. The light went out and I wasn't able to turn it back on. Then I saw a shadow of what looked like a girl's head because I had really long hair, and the lower jaw of Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And I went outside and saw my family, which most of my family members were on the other side of the country, so it was kind of unusual seeing them there. The rest of the apartment looked totally different. The rest of it was wide, open, yeah, big enough for me to sleep in, but they made me sleep in the walk-in closet. This is not a real scenario. This is in a dream. I was really confused. And for some reason, it looked like they were watching a trailer of what looked like a sequel to Super Mario 3D World with a bunch of Goombas on a circular platform that was affected by gravity and weights and stuff. Like, the more Goombas were on the left side, the more it would turn. And the Goombas weren't doing anything besides walking and looking outside the screen as Mario was jumping on them and killing them all. And my family was just watching, examining everything, which is strange because they don't really care for video games. This is starting to sound like a cliche creepypasta. I'm really sorry. But all of a sudden, I blink of an eye, I'm in an insane asylum. Blood on the walls and everything. Then some psychopath with a chainsaw starts chasing me. I run, and it's just not fast enough. He grabs me by the arm, and he raises up his chainsaw, but slam it down, and then whoosh, by the time he brings it down, and it makes contact with my shoulder, I'm at the city. That's usually how I enter the city. Right when I'm going to die or something like that, boom, I'm at the city. I don't know what the fuck it is or weird. In the motels, well, let me tell you something that's unusual. The floor paneling inside that apartment-looking place I was in before I ended up in the insane asylum is the same floor paneling I was in a motel in the city. This was a motel in the city, just a quick reminder. And the motel was kind of weird because the only thing it had was a blanket on the floor, a TV with no channels, is literally just either off or static, and a white mannequin head, a pure white albino mannequin head that was just repeating,
"Don't leave. Forget everything. Just sleep. Don't leave. Forget everything. Just sleep. Don't leave. Forget everything. Just sleep. Don't leave. Forget everything. Just sleep."
And sometimes we would repeat the forget everything part twice, so it would be like,
"Don't leave. Forget everything. Forget everything. Don't sleep."
And there was what looked like a really long pill that you would have to have the throat of, like, I don't know, weird comparison, to be able to chug it down. It looked like Ebola, you know, the cell that represents Ebola, but blue. and they wanted me to take it, but I didn't. And the only way you could get that mannequin to shut up is if you're laying down under the blanket so that it thinks you're sleeping. So I'm not sure what's up with the city. Oh, it's always like, whether it be day or night, the city is always like in a dark night sky, and sometimes has a little bit of red in the sky, has a gloomy theme, and it's surrounded by factories. And let me just tell you, it's easy to get in, but it's very difficult to get out of the city. Not saying it's impossible to get out, it's just quite difficult. Now, while you don't see many people walk down the streets, you know for a fact that there are people there. You just don't know where the fuck they are. It's very unusual, and I have no idea what makes me keep going back to the city. Like, last night was not the first time I saw this city. I see it like in every time I'm about to die or a loved one is about to die. But it started quite recently, like the beginning of this year, I would say, that I started seeing the city. But every time I would see the city, I would see a different part of it and learn something new about it. Like, one time, I saw a dragon. I don't know why. The dragon looked like it wanted to destroy the city, but it just couldn't do it. Like, it was taken over by fear. Like, there was something with the city that made it difficult to destroy by an own dragon, and the dragon knew something about that and didn't want to destroy it, but knew it had to be destroyed. I wasn't sure what the hell it meant. Maybe the city is like some symbolic bullshit, like it represents a repressed memory. Like, I don't know when in my life I've been to a city that's been that high up. Or maybe I'm dying, and that city represents the afterlife. So if that's the case, I'll probably see you guys later. Maybe not, I don't know. I hope it's not that. I don't want to die. I don't think a lot of people do. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And you all probably think I'm a psychopath at this point. If you guys have your own recurring dream that keeps happening, leave a comment, maybe favorite, subscribe if you want to see some more. I make videos almost every day. And remember, we all see fish in the ceiling at least once in our lives.
Don't you think others deserve to know the true meaning of fear? Well, now that you're here, I can make you my pawn of nightmares.